We are following breaking news at 4 o'clock. The governor is abandoning his idea to build a pedestrian bridge from the Capitol to Lincoln Veterans Memorial Park.
That's right. 9 News anchor Kyle Clark joins us after speaking with the governor just a couple of hours ago. What did you learn?
Well, I mean, we've all learned that this is a very unpopular project and has been basically from the moment the public found out about it. But the governor is now acknowledging that he knows that. And he is dropping the $28.5 million plan to build a walkway from the front lawn of the state capitol over 4 lanes of traffic on Lincoln. The idea was really flying along. It was going to be completed next summer for Colorado's 150th anniversary. And then the public found out. Opposition then seemed to grow by the day over the last couple of weeks. Historic Denver said it was completely unnecessary and that it messed with a historic landmark. Colorado chapter of the VFW said that taking up 1/3 of the park dedicated to veterans for a quote-unquote vanity project was a profound moral failure. The bridge project was actually headed to a unanimous vote against it in the legislature's Capital Development Committee next month, where the Democrat in charge called it financially irresponsible and completely tone deaf. As the opposition became deafening, the governor announced last week he was going to put this thing up for an online vote. And this afternoon, he told me 94% of survey respondents told him they don't want the bridge. So he's dropping the project. It appears about $1.5 million in taxpayer money was spent on this. Was that money wasted?
So yeah, it's likely between $1 million and $1.5 million. Obviously, we're going to stop and shut down any expenditures that would occur in the future. I'm hoping that some of it can be repurposed. I'd like to see if there's a way that some of that money that was spent can produce some positive celebratory aspects for the 150th. We're going to try to do that.
One of the things that we had reported last week is that the governor has this handpicked commission of people who are working on statewide events for Colorado's 150th birthday, America's 250th next summer. And they were having trouble fundraising because they were calling the same people the governor was calling. He was asking for money for the bridge. They were asking for the money for statewide events. And they had actually lost some gifts to the governor. So there was tension there. I mean, this thing was a mess from top to bottom. Governor's now acknowledging it was a mess. He's saying it's dead, done, won't do it.
Okay, well, anybody that's watching us or watches next knows that this was your commentary in part that led the way for calling out the cost of this and why we're doing it. Was the intention just to kind of let the bridge happen and no one would notice?
Here's what I would say. One of the reasons why we talked about it so prominently on Next is because I got the feeling that the public didn't know anything about it.
Right.
That all of a sudden people were just going to come by one day and there were going to be bulldozers on the front lawn of the state capitol and people were going to say, well, what's going on there? What's that all about? And it's like, oh, well, that's the pedestrian bridge that we're spending $28.5 million on. So our goal was to put it out in front of the public to see what does everybody think about this. To the governor's credit, he last week then put it out in front of everybody, and find me anything else that 93% of Coloradans surveyed agree upon.
Right. It's bipartisan.
Right, 93%. That's pretty wild. I mean, those are Saddam Hussein numbers. I mean, getting 93%. So governor says he's heard it, he's done with it. 1.5 million spent so far on it, but he says no more. He says they'll shut it down immediately.
And you've got more from him on Next.
We'll hear more coming up, including any lessons learned.
Any lessons learned. Interesting.
Bridges are tough.
Yep.
They need real importance.
Yeah. Well, they connect people. This one connected 94% of the people surveyed.
Yes, it did. It did make a connection, that's for sure. All right. Thank you, Kyle.